Thanks to be here. We are team number 3 and we will be presenting you market selection for AXYS Global. The team is confirmed by Andrea Lozano, Pamela Martinez, Leonardo Mejia, and Diego Cano. Here you can see the agenda for today. First, we will see AXYS analysis, market selection, weekly metrics, pestle analysis, market size, competitors, marketing mix, and finally our proposal for AXYS.
So first of all, in the AXYS analysis, we see that the service classification in AXYS, it is that they are classifying information processing service to all the data and technology used. In their value proposition, they mentioned that the company is committed to identify opportunities and ensure the highest standards of quality and reliability.
Then we have in expectations to come up with better insights about this market and see if it's viable to enter to this new market. And finally, the entry mode is commercial presence, as we want to enter to this new country. Then we have the market selection. In this case, we have Spain, Thailand, and Singapore. All these countries were selected based on ICT service import market size, also the technological infrastructure, the energy supply, and finally the FTIs we have with this country.
Okay, then for selecting a country, we did the weekly metrics analysis. First of all, we did the pestle analysis of the 3 of them, but you can see here all the variables that are the most important and their score in each one. And we can see that Singapore wins in 5 out of 6, and the final score is like Singapore is the best option with big difference. But also we note other important variables, such as the Singapore market is really competitive, but also really attractive because all the big companies had their data centers there, like Microsoft or Apple. And also we know that small companies maybe will be difficult to enter to that country because the competitiveness, but we consider that AXYS is a multinational company that had the abilities to enter to that market.
Now for the pestle analysis, here we have to mention we select the most important variables for each letter. So first of all, in the political part, we consider the ICT last ranking scores. The global average it is 7, but Singapore got 9 over 10. And we see this variable in a long-term beneficial to AXYS because it determines that the laws in the ICT services, if they are more modern, it will be better for this kind of company. In the economic part, the trade in services, the percentage of the GDP, it is 117.8%, and the actual GDP, it is 397 billion. On the social part, as one of the teachers mentioned, Singapore is an island, so the 100% urban population, and the average of age is between 35 and 37. And technological, we got 2 parts, the ICT service exports and the infrastructure. In the ICT service export, they got an 8%, and the infrastructure, they are very modern in there. So based on the MED World Ranking, they're in the very first place out of 63.
Then we have the ecological part. We talk about how the energy that Singapore uses, in this case, it mostly comes from fossil, and there is only a little bit part which comes from renewable energy. Then we have the ecological regulation, which speaks a little bit about how a company should enter to this market and prevent their footprint on the environment. Then we have the legal, which is the trade agreement. We have the Pacific Alliance, specifically talking about the chapter 12, which talks about the export opportunities. And finally, we have the time to enforce a contract in this country, which is around 164 2023. We have the size market in $4.21 billion, and during a forecast done between the years 2023 and 2028, we expect to grow to $5.15 billion. This compound annual growth rate is expected to be around 3.41%. And finally, here we have a map around Singapore. We are able to see all the data centers locations, and we count around 60 locations all over the country.
Okay, then we did an analysis of the competitors in the country, and well, as I mentioned previously, Singapore is a very competitive market, but we did an analysis of the three of the most important ones. First, it's important to mention that all of these are ICT services and data center maintenance. So for DXC Technology, is a company multinational with almost 70 locations all around the world. They are specialized in big companies like Microsoft or Apple to grow their data centers, to give maintenance to that data centers, and to give them ICT services. Then we have Singtel. This company have only presence in Singapore and in Australia, but they are really big competitor in the local market because they are focusing them a lot. But they are specialized in telecommunications and data centers. And then we had NCS Group, is part of Singtel, but they are specialized only in Singapore, and they are specialized in technology, in data center maintenance, and in LCT services.
And well, for the market and mix, first of all, we have the product. We know that AXYS offers a service of specialized solutions using technology. Also, for the prices, we know that any consultation has a price of $50,000. And for each project is distributed in the following way. So first, the 15% is for the design, the 40% is for the implementation, and the 45% missing is for engineers and expenses. Also for promotion, they have some presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. And finally, for the place, it's to create an office where clients can visit it and obtain more information. And that will lead to our solution. So for our proposal, we is based on a gradual internationalization where we're gonna live a period of 18 months where AXYS has to improve its marketing and its presence. It would be like in technology first, such as the tech done in Asia. And this is with the objective to attract more potential clients and develop this expertise in order to become more competitive for the Singapore's market, because we know it's very competitive. And so why our proposal? First of all, it will allow AXYS to become more competitive and to acquire this experience they need to become an important firm in this country. Also, it enhances international presence and will allow them to also get more customers and high-skilled talent. And finally, we think that this proposal meets the actual needs of AXYS, since the actual needs is to reach new customers, and after this period of time is over, they can get into this new market rather than doing a joint venture or doing direct investment with physical locations.
Thank you.